My name's Tamara Banks, and I'm a freelance journalist. As a reporter, I'm often covering news that's not very good news, and often related around youth and youth crime and youth violence and gang violence. The reality that most of these dreamers face is startling. Often they don't have good nutrition at home, so they've got to go to school hungry, enough sleep for one reason or another. Maybe there's just too much activity in the home for the number of people that live in the home. They may come from a home that language is, where English is the second language, not the first language, and so they struggle with that, speaking one language at home and then another language in school where they're expected to speak at a certain level. So there are many things that we take for granted, most of us take for granted, that these kids just aren't even given opportunities. Many, if not all, of these dreamers are on the edge. If they tip over to one side, they could be quite successful young people and really living up to the expectations that society has for them. And just a slight tip to the other direction, and they could be part of the judicial system. I really enjoyed being a mentor. In fact, I always say that I was the mentee and Tiara, the teenager, was the mentor. I learned so much from her. She was being raised by a single mom, and she had an older sister and a couple of younger siblings. And they lived in a very small, I think 1 bedroom, maybe 1.5 bedroom home. When I first met my mentee, she was about 13 or 14 years old, and she didn't have very much confidence. Over the years that I spent with her, she began to show more confidence and speak up loudly and speak like a young woman versus a little girl. And even her language changed and was more positive. And you know, it seemed like overnight she became this young woman who was really prepared for college and to take on the world. It was really exciting to see. She didn't have exposure to other people in her family who'd gone to college. And as a result, she is the first one. Colorado I Have a Dream is not just a after-school program or a weekend program or a summertime program. Every day the dreamers get hands-on attention from the program directors, tutoring in math, science, spelling, reading, anything that they need. And so it's 24/7, 365 days a year almost, where there's a sense of consistency. And what these kids need, almost more than anything, is a sense that somebody's going to be there for them every day. And so I Have a Dream offers that on multiple levels, from the macro and the micro, the big picture where the policymakers on the board sort of set the agenda for what the program directors will do to trickle down to the kids, and hopefully the kids benefit from that.